Okay, for first time clients who are looking to build or do a large renovation extension, it can sometimes be quite hard or confusing to understand where to begin. So the first place you need to begin is to engage or start conversations with a draftsman or an architect, architectural designer, and really get an understanding of what you're wanting to build. This can be done even before you purchase land. If you're looking to build or you want to purchase an existing home that you want to do a big renovation on or something like that, you can even start talking to architects early on to understand what planning regulations are on that property to make sure that what you are wanting to achieve will be achievable. When you're looking for an architect, it's good to just find someone that produces the work that you really like. Start a conversation with them, understand that there's a synergy, and then try and work together. Before you work together, they're going to put a proposal forward for you to basically sign off on, and that proposal is going to outline each phase of design and the costs associated, other consultants that'll have to come in to help that process be facilitated. But everything should basically be on that document, and then once you sign that document, stage one will begin, which stage one is generally the concept phase. The concept phase is just getting what you desire out of your head and onto paper, and the architect's going to be there to help you go through that process. They're going to draw a floor plan. It's not going to have crazy amounts of details or anything like that, but it's going to give you a good understanding of what your house could look like. So they could even do an elevation or a visual from the street with a few finishes and things like that. But basically the idea behind the concept phase is to put something on paper on your land, and then basically sit down and be like, yep, that's what we're thinking of doing, and then it will progress through the other stages. But before that can happen, you're going to have to get a land surveyor out to basically do a feature and level survey, basically, fences, driveways, tree locations, and then the levels of your land in contours. So when they do plot the design, they're working within the land. There may be a bushfire consultant or potentially an arborist, if you're going to be in close proximity to trees and root zones or tree protection zones, or even pulling down trees. So in some cases, it can feel, from a client's perspective, it can feel like you're spending a lot of money because you've got to get this information before you can start producing documentation. So a lot of money gets spent up front for not a lot of return. But it is a process, and unfortunately in the custom home building, you do have to invest a certain amount of money for things to progress through. But the good news is, once you do have a concept plan together, then you can start talking to builders about what those costs will be, or buildability, and start to establish a relationship with a builder. So in my opinion, it's important to engage a really good architect or draftsman, architectural designer, whoever you want to go with, and then bring a builder in as early as possible so everyone can start collaborating together to make sure that it's quite seamless and it's going to inevitably be the best result for you, the client. But it is an uneducated area, so hopefully talking to the right people will give you the right information and lead you down a really enjoyable process.